Yeah, it's been a long time coming to rep the East. Buffalo bad with a vengeance. We resurrected the team, man, we dangerous. Watch for these horns, they lacerate and cut. We don't play no game while we play this game, no, I playing us. You know what it's about, you made me wanna shout. They said to take it now, we took another route. Deuces to the drought. Play through all the doubters, finger pointing and laughing. The ones that was talking that trash are the same ones circling wagons, we ain't having it. Dominate divisions ever since we put the L in it. Knocks the competition out the stadium like hammer fist. Stephon Diggs a grave and he pays respects to the cornerbacks that can't cover quickness, then he catches it. In 1995 to 2020, break the streak. Kept the faith in every season for the team, cause I believe. Taught me no matter how many times you're down, do not accept defeat. Feel like number 17. You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Yeah. What? You got me feeling like I'm Josh. Okay. You got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen. Yeah. Josh. Yeah. Who? Josh. Yeah. Succeed the most in the freezing cold. Break a couple tables in a parking lot with sleet and snow. Yeah. Put the work in with Sean McDonough.
That's what the Rams fans were so mad about. What's up, everybody? Oh, I gotta turn this off here. I have like no voice, so you'll have to forgive me if I sound a little weird. I'm working through it. I missed y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed the game as much as I did. I'm sure you didn't. It was fantastic, but I bet you did enjoy it. I went back and watched the condensed TV version just to watch some of the plays. But, dude, I'll talk about it again later. But I gotta tell you, Rams fans were awesome. The nicest. I never thought I'd say this when I went out. Like, genuinely nice fans before the game, civil and nice afterwards. They shared everything at tailgating. Like, we didn't plan on going tailgating. We didn't tailgate, but we walked through because we had a little extra time. Giving drinks, food, like playful booze, but like, I'm wondering if I woke someone up. Nothing serious. The stadium is immaculate. There was a 4-point-something billion stadium. It's gorgeous. So nice. And the cool thing about their stadium is that, like, so we go to the front row Bills games, and when they're down at your end, you can't see the other end of the field. We set a similar location to our Bills seats, up a little bit higher, but the same part of the field. They could have been scoring at the other end, and you saw it perfectly. Like, it wasn't, you didn't have to watch the amazing screen up top. It was awesome. But I'll talk more about all that stuff later. We had quite a night last night. Yesterday was our free day after the game. So we chilled, kind of had a little hair of the dog in the morning. And I'll get to what happened. We met some Bills fans and ended up being in Hollywood at like 2 a.m. It was cool. It was a cool trip. But listen, you already got one in. You got one in. What did anybody do something special for the game? Anybody win any bets? I did this. I printed my picture for the boys. All right. So you all got one. Check. Now, this is eligible. This break's eligible for these. So if we hit 75% correct, y'all are going to be getting, it's 25 for first, 10 for second, 5 for third. We'll random that off. Anybody that was in breaks on these dates. Also, we have another paper football I'll be giving away today. And this is eligible for the week 2, I think I said. Let me check. I want to see the week 2 fantasy. I don't think it's week 1 because we weren't doing a week 1 daily. Week 2 daily fantasy, week 1 pick'em, week 1 paper football. All right, I wanted to make sure I was on it. So what's up, everyone? I missed y'all. Tell me about things. What's going on? What's going on in your world? Oh, by the way, this is a hobby direct case. I didn't know it. Sometimes I get hobby directs. They send me hobby directs. Sometimes they're just hobby. People say that hobby directs can sometimes have more opportunities for bigger hits. I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen enough consistency with it to validate that theory. But I will say, it certainly doesn't hurt. So I don't know if it necessarily helps, but it certainly doesn't hurt. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4 in each column there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y'all are so quiet. You got to talk to me. I missed y'all. What do you guys think of the Bills? Be honest. Be honest. Are they legit? I will say this. My biggest fear at this point is just health. I mean, absolutely. There were times where, like, there were Bills fans behind us, and I kept hearing him say it, and he's just like, "Get him out!" Why? Like at the end of the game, why is he getting tackled? Like, don't. You're out of it, Nick. That's all right too. It's Saturday. It's football eve. Better than Christmas Eve. For many of us. All right. Good luck to everybody. We're just gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna show like old elite. Matter of fact, I don't know that I have any elite older boxes to show. We usually rip through this stuff. Nick, I would say he didn't do a lot of unnecessary running. I liked the way that he ran the ball. Like, I've always been a guy that says don't run it if you don't have to. I don't consider him a running quarterback, even though his stats would say. But when there was one time he stepped up in the pocket, and he got sacked really hard, and I think he probably should have just like maybe rolled out and threw it away. But yeah, he took some hits he didn't need to take. Yeah. You're right. In the fourth, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. I agree with you, Nick. There was a time in the fourth, I'm like, why? I agree. I know exactly the one too, and it was kind of brutal. Exactly, Nick. Why is he even playing at that point? Why is, to Jamie's point, it was week 1 and nobody was letting him get away with it. Cooper Kupp. I mean, it looks like Stafford. I'm going to open a few packs at once of this, if y'all don't mind. I'm with you. Don't take the risk. John, message me, would you? Who's on it? I didn't even look. Oh, you got. Is it Rogers on it, huh? And listen, it's also, you got to be careful because it's very easy to overreact. It is extremely easy to overreact because guess what? It was a great win, but let's not forget we were tied 10-10 going into the second half, and we still coughed the ball up a bunch of times. 3 turnovers, 4 maybe actually, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles lost. So 4 turnovers. We had 3 on them, so we were only -1 when it came to turnovers. But still, you can't have that. Allen, listen, I know you're upset about it. I told a lot of people not to draft him, but I will say this. To me, they're going to have to figure out how to use him to be successful. So I think he still has promise, Jamie. Allen Robinson, that is. I'm excited to see how they... What is this? Is this a case hit? Have you guys seen any of this? Elite Tom Brady? That's a sweet looking card. Is that a case hit? Stafford did not look good, but here's the thing I'll say about Stafford is that he still looked like he was in a lot of pain. He did not look like a quarterback that was ready to be playing quarterback, but there was just no way they were not going to let him not play week 1. So, I mean, that's the thing. Elite Deck Jamar Chase, it's a sharp looking card too. Man, some of these are nice. I know the Bills didn't put really pressure on and still were able to like hold them. Now, here will be the test. We see Derrick Henry. This is a Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of 75. We see Derrick Henry next week. He's the one, Sky Moore out of 399. He's the one that I think is our test of time. And hey, there it is. Sky Moore out of 99. What up for the Kansas City Chiefs? And for some reason, I can't see the list. It's real blurry on mine. Kansas City going out to fresh, friggin' fresh, Dougie. All right, so the elitist are commons. Sky Moore. The thing I'm most excited about tomorrow is just seeing some of these players. Like, what are teams going to look like? I'm doing some really cool player props for tomorrow, and I have a few games. Like, I have a parlay. I think the Vikings and the Cowboys and the Panthers is a nice little 3-game parlay. Yes, I'm on those. Aiden Hutchinson, rookie on deck. But I have a lot of player props that look fun. A lot of like, ooh, what's this? George Pickens, is this numbered? Is that what the rookies look like? That's sharp. Kyle Pitts. Oh, got me feeling like I'm Josh Allen out of 349, Spellbound, one of the coolest sets that they put out with these letters. I wish the letter was bigger on it. Yeah, that, and again, let's not, overreact, but Miller looked like it may have been the better acquisition. That was a heavily criticized acquisition. That was like, why did you spend all this money? It was like a 6-year contract for like, he'll be like 43 years old or 45 years old when it's like, it's ridiculous. But like I said, that contract sounds bad on paper, but like apparently it's very flexible on the back end. Yeah, and Miller was pumped. I mean, come on, he wanted to go hard after them. That's a razzle dazzle. That's what they're called. Marie got it. Go get Marie's journal. Forget your journal. Go get Marie's journal. Write it down. Razzle dazzle. Dang it! I wish I had the razzle dazzle. I have to post that. I did want to get some pictures of car. I have pictures of our hits over the last couple weeks. But dude, it was like the trip was so very, very nonstop, which is what, it's what I wanted to be like. But my wife called. She's like, I'm going out for lunch tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, you got it. She had the kids at home all week. I will say this. California was a little bit of a letdown as a whole. I did this over there were times I'm like, I may as well have been in like Philly. Nicer people, but like the air, it was weird. It just didn't have the vibe. Oh, well, Chris, I'm glad you joined. Here we go. We're going to have our pen pals, Eric Azukanma for the Miami Dolphins. Miami going out to Kalani. What up, Kalani? Yeah, like it wasn't bad. It just was like everything's super expensive, which is I expect that everything's expensive everywhere right now. But I think the surprising thing to me was it just didn't. I went to quite a few different parts. We were at Venice Beach. We went to Santa Monica. We didn't go to the pier in Santa Monica. We went to a different beach, and we were in Hollywood last night. This is a Roquan Smith out of 58. That's a jersey number die cut there. The old elite look. Oh, yeah, 2000. This is the 2002 20-year anniversary Elite Bear status. Yeah, my understanding is LA is like all encompassing of those areas, right? Like Hollywood, Santa Monica, like that's all part of the Los Angeles area. Is that my understanding? Stephon Diggs, man, he looks solid. Gabe Davis looked good. Elite rookie elitist Isaiah Spiller, Dalvin Cook and Tannehill, Mark Andrews elite deck. Who we got at 99? Cam Akers. Let's talk about this guy real quick. Cam Akers, 3 carries. One of those carries was a backwards pass that wasn't intended to be a carry. He got carry credit for it. So 2 intentional carries with 1 throw that was considered a handoff as it was a backwards throw. Aaron Donald, playmakers, they kind of kept him quiet. Cam Akers, but Darrell, I have very, very few shares of him. But Darrell Henderson might be, one of those guys that you got to steal on. Justin Herbert. There we go. Epic. Yeah, we're going to see a ton of overreaction, underreactions, like sleeper call-outs after tomorrow. By tomorrow at 10 o'clock, fantasy teams will be broken already. Ahmad Gardner, sauce on deck. There's a Gabe Davis and a Jalen Hurts. So that's 1 box down. I'm going to say this. I'm not thrilled about how some of these corners and edges look. I mean, they're very thin cards. Very thin. There's hardly any stock to them. It's a very thin paper stock. But because of it kind of like some of the edges and stuff. I just want to call that out and let you guys know, be careful opening up the packs. But there are a lot of rough edges on these. And again, it's because the cards are just so thin. But you can even see it on the edging down here. Look at some of these, the edging on this. It's not great. You know what, Nick? That's it's a great point. It's it's so hard with them because they're going to go through running backs. They seem to always do that. I mean, who was it that wasn't even? It's not even getting talked about. That's like a big guy on their team yet. They have another. Who's their like third back? Yeah, Chris. It's like it's weird. You know, you guys know I'm always honest about a review of the product, and again, it's some of this stuff looks really good, but the big fear there is you're gonna get a big card with this could be a tough grade. Bill's offensive line did look good. You know what? And I think what helps it, Jamie, is that mobility of a quarterback keeps the defense honest so much. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Now, we have a nice long break. We don't play again until next Monday. Titans, Bills in Buffalo. But, yeah, we have to stop Henry. We have to show that we can do that. Oh, I gotta check something. I gotta make sure I set my alarm. All right. So I came in late. My wife locked me out of the house. Luckily, I knew where I placed the key. She locked me out. I'll have to see if we can find one of those Kyle Pitts. All right. So listen. Here's my like three player parlay special. All right. It's a wild card. But if you put $5 on it, you win like $200, something in that range. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Cordarrelle Patterson each to have a touchdown. You have to parlay them. I love it. Love it. Love it. If you have like a $5 free bet or something, throw it on that. The odds are insane. And it has a shot to happen. Kirk Cousins at a 92 there. How about Trubisky being the number one? What do y'all think about that? Here we go. Moxie, Patrick Mahomes. Anybody have anything, like any locks they want to... Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's tough, Nick, because garbage time could be huge for... there's a Debo. For Geno. That Steelers game could be a tight game. I'm probably, for fantasy purposes, going Geno with the hopes that he just gets lots of garbage time. There's a Debo at a 349. George Kittle, doubtful to play tomorrow. Something with his groin. So week one, we're already not going to see George Kittle. Lance is up against it. Olave, rookie on deck. We got Kyler Murray, Diggs, and there's a James Cook out of 75. This parallel is gorgeous. Really good looking card. The camera does not do it justice. One carry, one fumble. I don't think they gave him another chance. That's the way it should be. We have too much talent in Devin Singletary right now, the way he looks. Zach Moss catching balls out of the backfield. What a surprise that was. I thought that would be a James Cook role. I thought Zach Moss would be the power back that goes in at the goal line. It was the opposite. They had Singletary in there more in the red zone. Zach Moss with 6 catches out of the backfield. Dude got like 11 or 12 PPR fantasy points. Zach Moss, who was not even getting touched in some leagues. It's just crazy. Lawrence and Thomas. Here we go. Jamar Chase, High Life. Daniel Jones. Curious to see what they look like tomorrow. The Giants and the Lions. 2 teams I'm really curious to see how they are tomorrow. Out of 999 at Montrell, Washington. Here we go. It's going to be another auto here. It's going to be our on-card blue ink. Trey McBride going out to the Arizona Cardinals. Chase Dane. There you go, Chase. Oh, yeah. You know what, Jamie? One of my... the coolest part was the time difference, knowing that it was like late, but it was early there. Dude, that's why I sound this way. We lived like there was no... the reality of time just didn't exist. Oh, it was rough. So I'll tell you this in a minute. Out of 84, that's 100 minus jersey number, minus 16. That's going to be 84. Trevor Lawrence die cut, the 2002 throwback. Really, really cool. So we were walking to Venice Beach yesterday, and so we took some beers in our backpack at a $3.99 Jameson Williams. All right, there we go. We'll get another set. And so I'm like, all right, like we had drank one Michelob out of our backpack and didn't see a problem. There was people like smoking weed everywhere, so we're like, oh, this place is chill. Pull out a beer, right? So we each pull out a pounder IPA. We're just walking on the boardwalk. And like, sure as shit, I'm not kidding you. My brother didn't even take a sip. We cracked them. And we're walking and we look up and there's an SUV riding. I don't know if we didn't see it or we weren't paying attention. We weren't like drinking or anything yet. We had like one beer. And they just stop and they look at us. They're like, you can throw those out over there or we can ticket you. I'm like, we had no idea. We didn't know if like how serious their open containers things were. I was like, absolutely, like, we're cool. We'll throw them out. Don't worry about it. And he's like, don't take a sip or I'll give you a ticket. I was like, nope, it's cool. Like, they were really nice about it. Like, they were like, you're going to get a fine. And I was like, no, we'll throw them out. My brother looks at me. I was like, don't, dude. He's like, I didn't even try. I was like, I don't care. We'll go down here. And I said, we'll go down here and we'll find a bar. We'll have a drink. So he's like, all right, cool. So listen, this is how, like, some things happen, like, for, they work out to be the best. So, Bengals going to destroy the Steelers? I don't know, man. We'll see. That's a game. That's like the game I'm probably most excited for. The first set of games, the 1 o'clock game. So anyhow, we walk in. We meet these two guys from Buffalo. Start talking. They buy us some tequila. We buy them a drink, and we're talking. They're the two guys, business owners. They're just fun guys. We're chatting with them from Buffalo, season ticket holders. They're like, hey, we have a private chauffeur. Do you guys want to go for dinner? We're like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, we'll take you back to your place. You can get cleaned up. I was like, well, let's just go to dinner. And they're like, all right. So they're like, we don't need to, like, they took us to like some, we ended up in some high-end sushi place doing sake bombs. This guy was on one that took us, and they drop us off. They're like, we'll be back in 30 minutes. Get dressed. We're going out. We're going out in Hollywood. Oh my gosh, dude. So things happen for a reason, man. Another Pickens here out of $2.99 or $3.99 Pickens. But dude, it was like one of those things where we would have never went into that bar had we just not thrown out our beers. It was very rad, Jamie. They were so nice. Like, we took care of them too, but they hooked us up, man. Drove us around, bought us dinner. It was very cool. Star-studded Joe Burrow. That's going to be out of 75 on that one. They already texted us and they're like, hey, let us know when you're at Buffalo. We're going out again. Like, oh, geez. I don't know, man. I almost did not survive last night. The one dude missed his flight. He's like, there's no way I'm making it. It was like 3 o'clock when we got in. He's like, my flight's in an hour. He's like, I can't move. Derrick Henry, Elite Deck. Playmakers, Patrick Mahomes. Sharp looking card, not numbered. Derrick Henry, Winston. Rookie on deck, Matt Corral. Gabriel Davis. Kenneth Walker. Curious to see what he does as well. Darius Leonard getting paid today. Paid. There's a Trey Lance out of $3.99. Our flight was early today too, but we had to be there early. Michael Carter. They're saying Michael Carter, the Jets coach, came out and said Michael Carter is like the heartbeat of the offense. That is scary for this guy, Breece Hall. But like I said, I'm not buying it until I see it. Jalen Naylor, I barely know her, out of $9.99. And look at this. Back to the Future, J.K. Dobbins out of $149 going out to Baltimore. Baltimore Ravens, Special K getting that one. You know what? We had to take it, Jamie, because it was the only direct flight. Our flights were not bad. The direct flight was about 5.5 hours flight time. We watched, my brother downloaded this show called White Lotus. Y'all ever see White Lotus? Dude, if you haven't seen White Lotus, it's a short, like 6-7 episode show. 6 episodes in the first season. I think second season is just getting started. Go check it out. White Lotus it was legit. Yeah, Jamie, that was the thing is like we had to be there early, even flying out. We had to be there so early. We left the house at like 4:30 in the morning to get there on time. All right, box number 3, here we go. Yeah, so make sure George Kittle is out of your lineups. If Breece Hall is one of your starters, but you have another guy, like maybe like a Damian Pierce, which is probably like the target area you were getting if you were drafting Breece Hall. At least that worked out my way in a few leagues. I would go with like a Pierce over a Breece Hall, or, there's a lot of other guys I'd probably go with over Breece right now. How at this point, Mark Ingram might have as much of a shot as Breece Hall if he's not getting. Could have been the starter, but like there's been a lot of speculation. Like I know a lot of people's favorite for Rookie of the Year is possibly Breece Hall, Offensive Rookie of the Year. They said he's going to have a big role there still. But not like I told you before, Jamie. I don't necessarily think of like running backs as much anymore as starters. It's just like different roles within the team. But I thought he would have a larger role where it sounds like Michael Carter is just going to be the dude. All right, Derrick Henry, Jameis Winston, rookie on deck, George Karlaftis. All right, here we go. Here's another one out of 75. Tyler Batty. Love this parallel. Is he that low? See, I got to look more. I'm going off of like things I've heard on the radio and stuff. I haven't sat and looked at the odds. There's a Derek Young out of 399. You know who I like for tomorrow? I like Matt Ryan passing yards over, and then, dude, in the same game, Davis Mills over under passing yards are like 209. Dude, even if he gets garbage time, he's gonna get that. Like, I don't see a path where he doesn't get 210 yards. Zamir White out of 399, nice card there. Curious what his role looks like. Hall and Akers. Yeah, I had to take Hall in our card boxes league, and I'm so mad because there was no other option. It was if I didn't do that, I was in a lot of trouble. It's just that draft was difficult the way it fell. But yeah, I have very few shares of him. Drake London. And here we go. John Mechie for the Texans with the Pen Pals blue ink. For Samir. Nice. Let's get that top loaded up for you. I like him. I tried, anytime I drafted Jacobs, I tried to get Zamir at the end of the draft. The place that screwed me was auction drafts because people had too much money at the end, the guys who didn't spend it early enough, and they were just like, he was a name that they knew, and they were bidding him up, and he went for way more than he should have in almost every auction that goes in. Jamie, I'm not kidding you. I literally have that printout hanging up on my wall that says I'm going to go 0-14. Oh, not my leagues. Zamir's like scooped up in almost all my leagues. Oh, my camera, I knew that. It's going to do that. Hold on, my camera froze. There we go. All right, we went through all these. Let me clean this up here. Yeah, don't forget at the end, too, we'll be doing a paper football. And you're eligible for the pick'em. We already did all the pick'em. Our picks are in, which is kind of nice. Like, that's taken care of. Yeah, I know that Darrell Henderson wasn't necessarily drafted in a lot of leagues, so I'm curious to see if he's a pickup. How many James Cook people drop James Cook? Like, do people drop James Cook for Zach Moss? Because, again, Zach Moss went undrafted in a lot of leagues. So do people drop Cook for Moss? If you drafted Singletary as late as he was going, you probably feel kind of good about that. If we're going to overreact. Allen Robinson, drafters hate life right now. Justin Jefferson, elite deck. There is a Calvin Austin out of 399. Mark Andrews and Goff. Jonathan Taylor, playmakers. Najee Harris. There is a Dobbins out of 399. Yeah, it's just, I'm curious, when's he going to play? You're right. And if you got ETN, he was a good buy too. But I'm curious when he finally gets on the field. Like, do we know what his expected start time is? Nick Chubb. There we go. Nick Chubb going out to the Browns. Cleveland going to be Larry. What up, Larry? Both, Jamie. For fantasy, neither. I don't have any of them. I don't want any of them because of exactly what you saw. It's just going to be 1A, 1B. Alvin Kamara. I just don't think it's listen, if it's a best ball league, you're safe. There we go. Drake London, nice one out of 99. That's a nice parallel too. If you are in best ball or you need a bye week fill-in, and then honestly, maybe they're both legitimate. Like, he might play this week. Robinson, really? Shit, then that is a really good draft. I didn't hear that. I heard he was definitely out week 1, but holy shit, that'd be great. Yeah, because he started falling really late in drafts. Dynasty, I don't know. It just depends the setup. How many can you keep? Like, if it's a true dynasty, I think their rules are... McKenzie, he's younger. He has more promise. Like, Crowder's that... He's going to be, unless you get punt return yards. It looks like Crowder is the some leagues do punt return yards, and Crowder seems to be that guy. 50% shares of Robinson. Yikes. At least he wasn't like, you didn't have to get like reach for him real high. Listen, don't stop believing that. I think now's a nice time to go like buy some Robinson shares from guys that they're pissed. Like you, Jamie, don't sell them short. Like, don't sell yourself short. Out of 75, Derrick Henry full throttle. Because now I think the Rams realize, dude, we can't just throw to Cooper Kupp. I mean, he can catch everything we throw, but we got to spread the ball. Elite that Kyler Murray. So I think now they'll say, how are we going to make sure we get Robinson the ball more? Like, that's going to happen. So maybe a buy low time if people are willing to move him. Myles Garrett out of 399. Yeah, so you got, like, you didn't spend a lot on him. Woo! These cards are so pretty. I mean, again, they're common, but man, they look sharp. Elitist Barry Sanders. Oh, did we have one there? I didn't even notice it. An Adams. How do you feel about that Raiders game tomorrow, guys? What's going to happen there? I'm curious at the Chiefs and Cardinals game as well. Here we go. Turn of the century. This is that one out of 25, the burst. Bailey Zapp out of 99 for the Pats. New England Patriots going out to Kalani. I hope so. Bet the over. All right. Here's the Jamal Adams out of 25 burst for the Seahawks going out to Nicky Nuss. There's your Seahawks. There you go, Nuss. It's a sharp looking card, dude. Well, and James, you know what? You almost hope that by having Adams and Renfro there now, and then they just gave Waller that big extension. That's nice. You hope that that's enough to like at least keep the defense honest, where they just can't bring a rush the whole time. If they do, burn them. Yeah, he is. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I said I have so many good shares of Aaron Jones. I got him whenever I could. A.J. Dillon's another one. I just think it's going to be one of those things where those two are going to be, they could both be top 15 running backs this year. Well, Aaron Jones will be top 5. I can say that with confidence. But I think A.J. Dillon could be top 15 with Aaron Jones being top 5. Yeah. It's like, you know what it's going to be like, Jamie? You remember 17 with Kamara and Ingram? It could be one of those years. It could be one where you just... that's the one year, the first year I won a belt in 2017 when that league got the belt that I'm in. I won it that year because drafted Kamara. I think I picked Kamara up off of waivers that year. Started them both almost all season. Jackson out for the Chargers. I saw Rodgers' new haircut. Said he got off that plane looking like, man, it was like a Con Air cover. Najee Harris, Justin Herbert. Another playmaker, Mahomes. Kelsey Kittle. Leonard Donald. And this one's going to be out of 83, jersey number 17. It's going to be Ryan Tannehill. That's an elitist, I think, or a status. And here we go. Who? Mac Jones. Epic Mac Jones going out to New England. Another one for Kalani there to go with his Bailey Zapp. The patches aren't as good as they are in Luminance. I don't know what I like more. What do you guys like more, Luminance or this? I mean, I like the on-card pro jersey rookie stuff in here. Out of $3.99, David Ajabo. The parallels in this are really good looking. I don't know if I had to pick one. I don't know. I have to do a mixer with both. Do them side by side. Out of 75, Justin Ross. Well, and PYT number 2 is almost full. We'll be able to rip that during football tomorrow. Another Pittsburgh receiver, Chase Claypool, with the out of $3.99. Oh, there it is. Pen Pals, James Cook. Looks like he's about to cry, like he just fumbled. For the Bills, Butch Miller. Nice one there. I'm exactly feeling the same way, Jamie. Like I like Luminance more, but there's definitely some perks to this. It might make a nice mixer. Winston, a Kobe Dean out of $9.99. Elitist Kenny Pickett. Nice card there. T. Higgins. And Roquan Smith out of $99. Another nice parallel. The parallels are 100% nicer in this. But the inserts are probably cooler. The inserts are cooler in Luminance. The patches are better. Yeah, maybe we'll do like a Legacy, Luminance, Elite, random, like a random teams mix or something like that. 1 box each. But we have to fill out PYT first. We're going to save the other 4 box. We're doing this whole case as a PYT. So that won't change. What time is it? Holy shit, it's almost 2 o'clock. See, I'm already switched over to that West Coast time. Where you know what's crazy now? Like your phone just changes, right? Like, so you don't even know. Like, it's not like, oh, it says my phone says 2, but that means it's like 11. Nope, it's 11 because my phone say it's 11. So it's tough, man. My brother said we're not going to be able to go to bed before 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning for the next couple of days. Yeah, right, Jamie? I said that. Those, like, when I saw the pictures of those, I was like, man, like on a picture of them, like it looks like someone like spilled water on them, and you get like water spots. That's what it looked like. I actually said it looked like someone splooged on them, but no, it looked like water spots. And then I opened them up and I'm like, oh, I see what they did. Like, it looks cool. You have to see them in person though. The camera doesn't do them justice. It's hard to like bring out some of those intricacies of the parallels and like the just the visual excitement behind them. Like, you have to see them in person. Uh-oh. Who is that? Isaiah Spiller out of $3.99. What up, Cornette? Go Pack Go. Let's hope so. There he is. Aaron Rodgers with the new haircut. Look at my new fucking haircut. Out of $9.99, Twycon Thornton. I hope Aaron Jones just kills it. Devontae Adams all up in that Raiders uniform. Kamara playmakers and Jalen Hurts. Stephon Diggs. High Life Jamar Chase. We got a Jahan Dotson out of $9.99. Javonte Williams and Keenan Allen. Joey B. and Hawkinson and Derrick Henry. What's your predictions for the game score tomorrow for your pack? And out of $3.49, Spellbound Stafford, Micah Parsons and Joe Mixon. And here's an elitist TJ Watt. These cards look great. Love without the helmet on too. Like, get a picture of the face there. And turn of the century for the New York Giants. Christine out of $1.99. Kayvon Thibodeau. Boom. for Christine. I play her in cards and boxes. I'm now projected to win. Am I going to break the mold on week 1? That's funny, Mike. That's what we were just talking about. I don't know if you heard it. I said I have a feeling, like, I believe Jones can be top 5 and Dillon could still be top 15. Like, they can both be successful, kind of like Ingram and Kamara were in 2017. I know, Jamie. That would be disappointing if Yahoo's prediction of my team was wrong right from the first week. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. And gals, we're going to recap. Then we're going to give away the hitless credits, the paper football. And we already did like the picks and we're done with all that and stuff. But you're eligible for those. And then, of course, week 2, the weekly fantasy, which you'll get an invite to that in a chat. So Matt Stafford out of 349. We had the TJ Watt elitist out of 99, Ryan Tannehill. We had Justin Ross out of 75 and Kenny Pickett. Roquan Smith out of 99. Jamal Adams out of 25. Out of 75, Derrick Henry full throttle. Elitist Barry Sanders. Drake London out of 99. London on the track. Out of 75, Tyler Batty. Zamir White out of 399 and a Pickens out of 399. Rookie on deck, Matt Carroll. This is a Joe Burrow out of 75, star status. Jameson Williams out of 399. Lawrence out of 84. Cousins out of 92. James Cook out of 75. Tom Brady elitist. Cam Akers out of 99. Roquan Smith out of 58. Edwards out of 75. And there's that Pickens. And what did you call this? What was the name of this again? It's a pretty sweet ass card. And then Allen Spellbound out of 349. Mike, that starts week 2 for anyone that will be in the breaks up till Thursday of next week. So we get that started. The reason we did it for week 1 is because I knew I wasn't doing a ton, or would I have time to send one out? But maybe we'll do a free one for tomorrow. We'll do a free one for tomorrow, Mike. It's not DraftKings, it's FanDuel now. We'll switch over to FanDuel. But yeah, I'll do a free one. I'm glad. I don't know why. I mean, for the first week, we'll just open it up to everyone. But moving on, it'll be break participation, except for like Thanksgiving, Saturday games, like things like that. There's a lot of holiday stuff this year. Yeah, I'll get that set up then. Thanks, Mike, for making me, like, I didn't even think to just do one for week 1. I'm still recovering, man. My brain is mush. I do, because DraftKings won't let me use my account because someone tried to hack it. And they're like, well, send us a picture of your ID with your license and all this stuff, right? So I did it. Picture of me, my license, a utility bill. I did it all. I'm like, can my account get unlocked? They're like, no, because we have to hear from the other person. I'm like, who is it? They're like, we can't tell you that. So there's a username. I have no idea who it is. So essentially someone tried to open an account using my email or something like that. And they won't let me do it. And I waited for 2 months. And I kept messaging, and they won't let me in. So I said, send me my money. They sent me a check, closed my account. I can't use it. I didn't do anything. That's the crazy thing. I didn't have I said, is it because I like try to create another account? And they're like, it wasn't you. We can tell you it wasn't you, but we got to hear from the other person. But they can't tell me who it is. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It happened to other people I know too. Mac Jones for the Patriots. Kalani getting that one. I'm actually starting to like FanDuel though. I use it for all my betting. I didn't always like their daily fantasy, but it's different. It has its... I like DraftKings Daily more, but I hate their betting site. So I kind of am glad everything's streamlined over to FanDuel though for me. Nick Chubb for the Browns. And we have Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs. Chiefs going out the fresh. And then Justin Herbert for the Chargers. And then we'll save this one here. Turn of the Century Bailey's app for the New England Patriots going to Kalani. That's going to be out of 99. We had the J.K. Dobbins for the Baltimore Ravens going out to Stan K. Sky Moore, Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs going out to Dougie on that one as well. And Trey McBride for the Arizona Cardinals going out to Chase Dane. That is a blue ink. I forget. I know black's the most common. I think blue is next. Then there's green, purple, and I think gold is the first off the line. I know that was so hard, Jamie, to be out there and not be able to put bets in for the game. Luckily, we put a bunch in before we left. I won like 140 on the Bills game, but like it sucked because I wanted to do some other bets and I couldn't. Easy E, look at that autograph. I just noticed that. That's a sweet ass autograph he has. Eric Izukanma. I was so worried about saying his name right the first time. I didn't even look at his ink. There we go. Miami Dolphins going out to Kalani. Purple is a super short print. All right. John Mechie going out to the Houston Texans. So it's the same as Luminance. And then James Cook for the Buffalo Bills going out to Butch. And Kayvon Thibodeau for the New York Giants going out to Christine. The auto says Easy E. Yeah. That must be his nickname. All right. First things first. 2 $5 credit. Then we'll do a paper football. Yeah, so when I say, if you were wondering what is week 2, like you're eligible for week 2 daily. So what we're going to do is I'm not drawing spots to start. I'm going to see what it looks like. This is something new we're doing this year where it's invite only to the weekly contest. So it's not just like open to everyone. You have to be, would have had to been in an eligible break for it. So you'll get a message for that and stuff. But I'm thinking about even going a step further and just giving away one per. But I kind of want to get more and more people into the fantasy each week. So we're just probably going to say if you get a break, you're eligible. What the fuck? For this week, though, if you were in an eligible break, you're in. You'll just get a message. All right, here we go. Dude, I still have like plane on me. I like stink. I'm sweaty. The plane was so freaking hot on the way home. Yeah, but if you haven't seen White Lotus, y'all need to check that out. All right, top 2 and $5 hitless credits. Good luck, y'all. And there's a few more teams left in PYT number 2. Check that out if you want. We got the Packers and the Raiders. Going to get the hitless credit. That is going to be James Michael Gray and John Stevener with the $5 credit. Now for the paper football, everyone eligible for this. And this is paper football number 4. Good luck, everyone. Oh, dude, you can't do that week 1, Jamie. You got to wait. Go to a game another day. They play like 1,000 baseball games every season. Jacksonville Jags is going to get the ball. That is Fred Bell. Paper football. Here we go, Fred. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fred Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll write this out for tomorrow. And now I do have to do the Go Bills giveaway. I'll get that all taken care of. I didn't have my stuff with me to do all that. That'll all get taken care of tomorrow during football. I'll be with you guys tomorrow hanging out and stuff. I have to do some family stuff as well. Fred getting $5. I know, I'm just messing with Jamie. You can't miss week 1 football, though. All right, I'm going to go drink some water and detox for the next 7 days. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm excited. Week 1 tomorrow. Let's go.